I'm going to answer the question, what activity did I enjoy the most and why? And personally, I enjoyed the Google Tour Builder the most because I thought it was really creative and easy to manipulate versus Google Earth, which I thought was really difficult to manipulate. Also, because Google Tool Builder allows students and teachers to interact with other places around the world, and it allows you to describe about them too, so I really liked that part. And I thought the lesson was a lot of fun, although I really fell in love with the tool itself because I think it could be used and manipulated in a variety of ways, whether that be the core subjects or for art or just for personal creativity or anything like that, and I think kids can have a lot of fun with it. I'm answering the question, what are the challenges that you faced during this course? I would say the challenges that I faced were following the directions on all of the PDFs that we were given. Not that they were difficult, but that there was a lot to read. And I've learned with all of my technology courses that it'd be like there's very tedious steps that you have to follow it step by step in order to get all of the points that you receive. For example, with the Google website, I learned that, or for the Google site that we're building, I just went and I started creating my own, and then I realized that there was a very specific set of directions, which kind of, I got it done the right way, but then again, it wasn't as free reign as I would hope it would be, but that was where I faced majority of my challenges. Also, like where to turning it in multiple places. Other than that, it was not that challenging of a course, and I'm very happy with its outcome. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. The question, which activity do you think will be most useful for you as a future teacher and why? In this course, I actually thought there was a lot of useful activities and tools to be used. I don't necessarily take in the lessons as things that I would use in a classroom, considering we are college students, but I really do appreciate the tools that were used. I loved Google Drawing because I think that can be utilized in a variety of scenes in the classroom. I loved how we used Google Docs, how it was a journal. I never thought about it that way, but the more that I started using, the more it made sense as teacher just has it to click on and so forth, and it's not a repetitive turn in. I thought that was awesome. Google Tour Builder I will keep talking about because I love it so much. I thought it was so easy to use, and you can include pictures, you can include descriptions, you can include times. It was a really neat tool, and I can't wait to use it. Google Cultural Institute was one of my favorites. It can be used for a variety of sources, and it's a great resource for kids. It's easily mapped out, easily able to navigate. I love that one, and I love that it includes art because you don't find that in a lot of places, so that was really nice. I also really like what we're doing with the Google site. I like that it's in steps, and that we're using it to reflect. I do like that a lot, but I really liked this course simply because it is through Google, and Google does embark into the education field a lot, which I appreciate because it allows us as educators to use tools for free that are useful and beneficial for us and the students. So overall, I love this course. Destruction leads to a very rough road, but it also breeds creation. An earthquake's out to a girl's guitar that just... In my future classroom, I would love to be just like the Google teacher. I love Google. I think it saves a lot of time and money and little tedious things that you have to do. I love Google Classroom. I think that the more teachers and kids can get used to it, the easily run your classroom can be, so that's awesome. I also really like that Google keeps creating more and more gadgets. Like, for example, that fluency tutor thing is huge because we have been basing reading success off of fluency. So if a student can read like that and hear themselves play it back, and I can judge them from far away, let's say I'm on vacation, well, they can still upload and it can still be an assignment and it can still be an informal assessment. But as we move forward, these Google tools are still going to be free. And if they're not free, you can buy it for a simple cost and use it and integrate it into your classroom seamlessly. I also think sticking with Google as a teacher is very important because they are very adaptable to the education field. And I think that is impressive that a corporation can come into our field and say, here, I'm helping you this way. I also love that now we have Chromebooks because a lot of schools really like Chromebooks because it uses Wi-Fi. And it's more applicable in the classroom as well. So moving forward, I'm just sticking with Google in the long run. I think it's a great company. I think they do a lot for education, and they make it easier for us on teachers. And they have a lot of add-ons, like for example, the add-on for Flubaroo. That's an easy tool to use for pre-assessment, diagnostic assessment, simple things like that are time-consuming for teachers can now be cut down, and now we can be working on more things like reflecting upon assessments and where to go the next day, the more important things that being a teacher involves. So I'm excited to be using Google, and I'm actually really, really happy with this course, so thank you.